Alright, so we got a little output shot of my Ford Focus ST with the Adaptive Bi-Xenons. They're a nice little 5,000, maybe 4,300K output. And you can see here on the wall, they have a nice, you get the white balance here. There we go. Yeah, they got a nice output. It's not too bad. You know, the beam isn't that wide. I've had issues with them cutting through in severe weather. Just they're not super focused or bright. You can kind of tell on the beam pattern there. I have had the projectors tuned, so you get a little bit of a blue flare on the cutoff here, but it's not very dramatic, and it's a very soft cutoff. So the result is on the road. I do a lot of back roads driving for work and commuting, and I don't get a lot of down road light. It's not a very sharp cutoff, and not super satisfied with the high beams either. So here's kind of a comparison of what you'll get with a good Bi-LED setup. So I have here NHK, let's see, NHK IV Plus Bi-LED. This is my go-to Bi-LED projector retrofit. Go ahead and power it up here. Get my wire to work. There. So you can see that's plenty bright, but there's no excessive glare compared to the factory HIDs. If you bring it down into the beam pattern, of course, you're gonna get a bunch, but same as the factory outlet, not LED, HID. But the real difference is on the wall. You can really see the difference. So it's not much brighter, but it's a bit brighter than the factory HIDs, but you can really see a difference in the beam width, side to side, compared to stock, and the sharp cutoff. It's got a nice blue hue to it. That's gonna be really nice. On the back roads, you get kind of a nice little flicker with your signs and stuff in the distance, but the real thing here is that cutoff. Get a more sharp contrast between what's lit and not lit. So now if I put that here, and I engage the high beams, let me turn on my stock high beams here. Alright, so stock high beams are a little bit scattered, not a very focused hotspot. They do the job, but it's not the brightest. And now if I engage the NHK high beam here, you can really start to see that difference. NHK has its own dedicated LED for the high beam. You can see that very bright spot in the middle, and it just pours out light. I mean, you can see how far down the road that goes. Gosh. Compared to stock, that's going to be nice. Nice and wide beam. And then looking at it from the front of the car, I mean, it's just blinding to look at compared to the factory. I mean, I'm not really bothered looking at the factory high beams, but that is unbearable to look at. So, not that I'm going to go blinding people on purpose with it, but nice to see that output in real life compared to the stock outgoing projectors. So there's your example video. Hopefully this helps any of you guys looking to see what a stock Ford Xenon bulb stacks up to the modern Bi-LED. It's a big difference.